road, dropped a few bucks in the mason jar, felt those good old neon vibes on me.
Hello, advanced FACS students. Today we are going to be making pasta salad, and I'm going to give you a little bonus because I'm also going to be making some potato salad. I'll teach you the difference between the two. To start off with, I'm going to do a cup of pasta. This should make servings for about 4 people when we're finished. And then I'm going to do 2 or 3 potatoes. I've got some huge potatoes here, so it might only take 2. These are russet potatoes, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna peel them. And I've got my water on to boil for my pasta, so as soon as it comes to a boil, we'll add our pasta to it. My potatoes are looking a little bit pitiful. They got lots of yucky spots to cut off, so we're gonna have to do some surgery on our potatoes to make them decent. So I've got some really yucky spots here, so I'm just gonna take my knife and I'm gonna trim those spots off, because if they're black like that, I don't wanna eat them. And then I'll go ahead and wash my potato to get all the extra little things off of it. So now that I've got it all cleaned up and rinsed off, I'm gonna chunk it up and put it in salted water and bring it to a boil. It should take anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes to cook. The way I know it's cooked is if I stick a fork in it, it comes right back out. My macaroni said to cook it about 7 minutes, so I cooked it 7 minutes. The timer just went off. I'm gonna taste it. It's nice and al dente. So that's gonna go into the strainer. And we'll come back to that in just a second. It's been about 7 or 8 minutes on the potatoes. Once they came to a boil, I started the timer. They're still a little hard, so we'll let those cook and we'll make our macaroni salad. So I've got my boiled eggs for when I made the eggs goldenrod. So I'm going to go ahead and peel them. And I'm gonna put about 2 eggs in for that cup of macaroni that's now probably at about 2 cups of macaroni because it grew when I cooked it. Again, that should give me about 4 servings, about a half a cup apiece. So I'm gonna slice these eggs up into little squares, and then I'll put my pasta in with the eggs. This is a great way to use those Easter eggs. It just makes your salad fun when they've got little colors on them from the dyeing the Easter eggs. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pasta in. It's a little warm still, but that'll be okay. All right, give it a nice little stir. We're gonna season it up. You know my love of garlic salt, so I'll put a little bit of garlic salt in there and a little bit of pepper in there. And then I'll give it a nice stir. Okay, so it took quite a bit longer. I think I must have cut my potatoes in much bigger chunks, but my potatoes come right off the fork as soon as I stab them, or the potatoes break apart. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drain that water off. Then I'm gonna put them on a plate and put them in my refrigerator to cool them off so that they're not too hot to handle. So give them 15 or so minutes in the fridge. So potatoes have been in the refrigerator. They're not cold, but they're not hot. They won't burn me. I want to make sure that I'm gonna get a nice small cube because I want that dressing or sauce or whatever you want to call it to melt all around. So I want that cube to be about the size of a dice. So now that I've got my potatoes cubed up, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna peel and cube my boiled eggs. 2 to 3 eggs in the potato salad, depending on the amount of potatoes that you do. Gonna cube those nicely. I want them a little bit bigger than what I used in the eggs goldenrod, so I'm not gonna use my slicer, but you can. I like a little bit bigger egg when I'm gonna use the same sauce that I used in my pasta salad for my potato salad. And if you remember, I felt like I needed a little bit more mustard. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it just a little bit more mustard. And then I'll season up with some garlic salt. And a little bit of pepper. Now on this one, I'm gonna add just a teeny tiny bit of pickle juice. You can add pickles if you want, but my family doesn't want the chunks of pickle in. So I'm gonna stir that up, incorporate it really nicely. I have a feeling I'm gonna need a little bit more garlic salt. You probably saw me hesitate there and just try to decide whether I wanted to add some more or not. I have a feeling I'm gonna add more. So I'm gonna get my clean spoon out. A little bit more garlic salt. I'm gonna go a little bit more pepper too. Wash my spoon off. And try this out. Not sure which one I like better, potato salad or the pasta salad. Bon appetit.